It's Wednesday, which means we go away for Easter tomorrow. Seems to have come around so quick. It's been quite the busy week. I'm still doing pretty good fibro-wise. My foot's still giving me a good bit of grief, and like I'm having to wear my pink Crocs out. I've got a nice dress on and my pink Crocs, so I look a bit odd today, but I've realised I've got to go pick up the grocery from inside the shop. Oh my gosh, that's the furthest I'm going to have walked for a long time, and it's walking that hurts my foot. Didn't plan that very well. Didn't think about the fact that it's hard for me to walk. Anyway, so I'm wearing these Crocs because they are the best. What else was I going to say? I know doggies having their breakfast and I need to leave in about 20-25 minutes, so I'm glad I've got that fried rice ready to go. I'm just going to have that, and yeah, then I'll be heading out to get the stitches out. It was nice to have my last little sponge bath this morning. I'm so looking forward to having a proper shower. It's going to be so nice. Get to enjoy that tomorrow. But anyway, I've survived, and I think I've kept clean. I think I've stayed clean enough. I better get on with this breakfast, and my throat's a little bit sore this morning. Yeah, and then I'll be heading out, run a few errands, get back, and then see what needs to be done. I've taken not many groceries out to the car because I didn't put the fridge on, which was a bit silly of me. So, and as I looked in the boot, one of the slabs of, I got some cans of soft drink, fell out. Luckily it kind of landed in a not bad way on my good foot. Didn't hurt it actually, so I was lucky because it could have landed on my bad foot and hurt it. And then one of the cans popped open, so I think I probably got lemonade or Sprite in my hair. So that was fun. I finished emptying out the car, groceries. I've got the bread's here. Some's just put out in the spare room. Some's been put away in the fridge and freezer, stuff's been put away. Hung the washing out. And Dad was over, so I had a little chat with Dad. I'm dead on my feet again. Not dead on my feet are killing me again. So I'm also very hot, so I'm gonna go and sit, have a cool down with my cup of tea, of course. Sit in front of the fan. Cool down, and then I'll yeah, my feet feel a bit better. Try and do a bit of stuff like I need to kind of regroup, see where I'm up to, see what I need to do as far as food goes for the weekend. Trying desperately hard not to overtake stuff, because I have a bad habit, especially lately, like this year, the last year or so, of just packing far too much stuff and then having to haul it back in from the motorhome. So I'm trying really hard not to overpack, plan all our food properly. Maybe not so much snacks, because they can stay out in the motorhome, but like our fresh food, our meals and stuff. So that's my goal for this trip, is not to take, like I've always got a couple of meals like in tins and stuff in the motorhome, but not to take anything extra. I forgot to tell you the best part. The stitches came out fine, the wound's looking really good, and they got all the melanoma out. So that's the most important thing. So that's all good. So now I can smell some chocolate Easter eggs. What a good boy. You're allowed to sniff them, as long as you don't steal them. Good boys. my lunch date with Christy today. Another beautiful day, so we're sitting outside. It's really nice. Nice weather. I do like this time of year. How's your morning been, Christy?
Boring.
Boring.
I was doing an experiment. It's meant to be boring. Like I'd say, like a mind-wandering task.
Did your mind wander?
Yeah. But it's designed to be boring, so your mind does wander.
Yeah.
So that's the purpose of it. But it's still just boring. And it was like a whole hour of that. It wasn't fun. I did the first part of it right at the start of the month, and then I put the second half off until today. Today's the last day.
Anyway, we're going to have our lunch. I've got a salad again. Christy's got some cheese rolls. Don't have them very often anymore, do you? That's what Christy lived on when you were younger. Okay, it was nice sitting outside having lunch with Christy. So we try and do that most weeks. Usually on Wednesdays, our lunch date. And it is nice. It is nice to spend that time together. So she's also doing a breakfast now with Kevin on a Sunday morning. Sometimes I'll join, sometimes I won't. It'll just depend. I did it last Sunday. Obviously Sunday will be away. So, and at the moment I'm just going to read through one of her assignments for that she's asked me to read through. We'll see if I can understand this. The goal of this one is I'm supposed to understand it. It's supposed to be like in plain English. So we'll see how I go. It's like I'm having a test, isn't it? Okay, I'm up, recovered. I have written up my meals again. So that's how meals I sit in the motorhome. So I remember what we're supposed to be having. And I have got my list, hopefully you can see that, of things to pack, my messy writing. I'm sure there'll be extras, and I haven't put all the snack stuff there, but that's all the stuff we need for meals. So it's really, look at all the pantry stuff, there's only a few things. I hope that's right. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do some packing. I've been trying to work out, the fridge is not working for me because the containers we had didn't have low airflow. These, I'm not actually sure these are going to fit in the fridge. I'm going to try that one, I'm going to try that one, and we'll see how we go. I can't find a lot that have got like holes, like I really want one with holes at the bottom. Well, it doesn't matter because it's going to sit on a solid surface. So then the bottom being solid is okay, but at least it'll allow ventilation around the basket. So I'm going to see if they work, and I'm going to put on some sweet potatoes to cook because I'm going to make the Hawaiian sweet potatoes for one of the dinners. And yeah, I think I'll just work through my little list and see if I can do some stuff. I also want to clean the motorhome, but first of all, Carter's telling me there's a bit of potato in the air fryer for him, and I need to dish up their dinners so they will cool down. The machine's off, but they'll cool down properly. So I'll get that done first, and then I'll see what I can work on here. so glad I decided to split up the days and not do everything tomorrow like I normally would. Because I've just done a few trips out to the motorhome, packed the fridge, most of the pantry stuff, just kept the Easter egg stuff in here because it might melt. So I'll take that out later on, or tomorrow. But I feel good, got a few baskets in the fridge. I'll try and remember to show you inside how I've got things set up sometime over the weekend or tomorrow. I'll do my best to remember to do that. I didn't take anything out with me to film it. And obviously I was just making the minimum trips required to get that done. I'm now getting a cold drink. So I'm gonna have some carrot and a bit of spring onion dip that's already open. And I'm gonna sit and have a rest my feet again for a bit. Still gonna bring in the washing, but that's okay, I can do that later on after the dogs have had their dinner. I did want to brush Rosie, but I don't know, we'll see how I go. So I'm pretty tired right now. I want to consolidate my list. I think most things are out there. Still more things to go out there though. But I think all I've got to put in the fridge is the juice that I like to have, and the Hawaiian sweet potatoes that I haven't made yet, and some watermelon. I've got a watermelon. I think I'll cut that up and pop that in. So we'll leave it if it's cut up ready to go. I'll do that tomorrow as well. Yeah, and a few bits of fruit, and I should put bananas on the list so don't forget them. So tonight's dinner is, what is it, Mexican black beans and quinoa from the freezer, of course, with some corn chips. I had written down this was one serve, and I'm sharing with Kevin, although he actually topped mine up with some more of his. So
and we weren't sure if it was going to be enough.
Yeah.
We're good enough for 5 people.
Well, I don't know about 5 people. If you had half, if you had actually put it in half, it probably would have been fine for me. You've given me extra. But anyway, having this for dinner. Coda just wants to play fetch. Oh, it's the big ball now. In the ball before.
Hate crimes, which all leads to depression, which way too often leads to suicide.
Sorry, this is your happy day?
No, my happy day is what happens when these kids get to feel heard. Today I get to help somebody find out who they are. I get to help somebody find
Did you catch that one?
Indeed. Yes.